more context, though, we do got Jada kind of giving a little bit more information as far as her experience with the separation and the fact of how she felt after the slap.
Is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives?
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper, but it was a divorce.
Somebody come and look at this.
So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been to Jada.
Yeah. And Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now, I'm just out of it because I'm really worried about
And what's Will doing? He's just sitting there?
And Will's still talking. He's like, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me. And I go, Chris, this is about some old
You know, her character from Scream 2 is just her playing herself. Like, at that point where I was like, yo, these are the same people. And it's just like, it's funny, it's 2016 because like she was fucking around with August at that time too. So
she was thugging. That's what I'm saying was kind of the interesting information that she was saying about her book, as far as how wild she was back in the day, and the fact that she said something about she would chase somebody down if they stole like $600 or $700 worth of something with a switchblade. She said she'd chase them down with a switchblade. I was like, damn, this set it out, Jada.
She said Tupac proposed to her when he was in jail.
We're gonna talk. Have y'all seen the backstage footage though, as far as with Jada, Will, and Chris Rock?
Oh, I haven't seen it.
They showed y'all ain't seen it.
I don't.
That's what she's talking about as far as him coming up trying to talk to her. I'll let y'all see it. Hold.
Fuck you, man! You fucked up! This shit is fucked up! I'm telling you shit, Josh! I don't need this no more! I don't need you! I don't give a fuck about you, Josh! Fuck this! Don't make me do this again, man!
Really?
Well, exclusive Oscar backstage footage if y'all didn't get to see it. But she didn't stop right there. Jada said, I'm not done. I got to talk about Tupac a little bit.
And having to leave him there. He was in bad shape. And so when he asked me to get married, he was at Rikers. And I knew at that time that, he needed somebody to do time with him, which I was going to do anyway. You didn't have to marry me to do time. Right?
Okay.
She, you know what? She must got some fire, you know what? Because these dudes going crazy over her.
A1 box.
Man, there's something about that.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Some other time.
She got to. I don't see no other. I mean,
so here's the thing. I believe like Tupac. Okay, so I believe she was stigmatized by Tupac because she's never got over this guy. So Tupac definitely knocked the shit out of that poom poom to where 27 years later she's disrespecting her husband, right? Having her kids write a letter to a dead Tupac asking him to come back so that their family can or their mom could be happy, right? The only way your kid would know something like that is if you were talking to them about that. So she's been in love with Tupac since they've met, and Will was just I don't even know. I think because Will's his name, he was one of the biggest action heroes at the time. I honestly believe that's the only reason why she married him. Name recognition.
Easy to control.
Because Will seems like he got some insecurities.
He shouldn't, but
he shouldn't.
It was that whole perception of looking at Will as the biggest movie star in the world, and it's like, man, ain't no way nobody gonna do Will Smith like that. The whole time.
and she like that red table talk is constantly disrespecting Will. Like she's come out
That's why
on
she
there
doing this. She ain't got no
and has
platform to talk on like that.
exactly because she's come out there and said that she never wanted to get married. So if you never wanted to get married, why did you marry Will?
For,
She had to
for the
keep some
money.
type, not
Absolutely,
only the money
100%.
perk, but the fact that she started to simmer down towards like the late '90s,
Hmm.
going into the 2000s,
And
and
Will
now
was
you got
breaking
Will
out.
just going like boom, boom, boom,
Yep,
and you got his
yep,
son getting into movies. Oh,
yep.
the
Mhm.
family's. I ain't in shit. I'm doing some
Except for the
Matrix
oldest.
movies, but yep.
100%.
And she wasn't even supposed to be in the Matrix movies. You know, they were supposed to have a Leah. That was supposed to be a Leah in the movies.
Yeah.
She wasn't
Hmm.
even supposed to be Jada. Rest in peace to Aaliyah.
And she shouldn't even have been in those movies, to be honest with you.
And it ain't like the movies was good though.
The first one was good.
I'm talking about
And
the movies
could
with
you
Jada.
imagine if you
What's
imagine
that?
if Will Smith was Neo, like how that franchise
Shout
would
out to
turn out?
Keanu.
I
Y'all
mean
be
that
talking
that
shit about
idiot's the one
Keanu
that
Reeves.
turned down that for iRobot.
You think Will would have done a better job than Keanu did?
Hell no.
I don't know.
It was no.
I
And the
don't
fact
think
Who,
that
so.
people
who
be
knows
talking,
though? Who knows though? You never know though. That's what I'm saying. Like
You don't,
nah,
but
they could.
I don't think so because what I think Keanu brought to it,
shout
and
out to
to be
Tony.
honest with you, it's one of I what I think is one of his weakness is that he's a monotone actor where he's just
Mhm.
Keanu in every movie. But for
I
some
think that
reason,
helped him though.
it worked. It worked in the Matrix. Yes, it worked.
And the John Wick movies. I think that's why it's been
Yeah, it
pushing
works
forward.
in the John Wick movies too. It
Because
works
at
in.
that time, Will was in his prime. Like you know what I'm saying. So like he
Mhm.
was. You know what I'm saying. He could have killed that role, but you're right though.
Think,
Like that.
but think about this: the fact that those sequels are not good, and him being Neo, do you think they would have hurt him?
The sequels would probably been better if it was Will though. Honestly, you know what I'm saying. If they had better acting. All that shit, but
Nah,
And I think he would have had
who
input
knows,
too, because he's Will Smith
it,
at that time. You
it
right?
man.
wasn't. It wasn't the acting that made that movie bad. It
Hell
was the
no.
story. It was the story. The story just
The Lawrence
went
Fishburne was good.
downhill.
Keanu Reeves wasn't bad. That story, you right. That story went good as far as going into them
Yeah,
sequels, especially
like
that last one. And the
yeah.
Matrix Resurrections.
Oh,
Oh, that
let's
was so
that
trash.
that doesn't even exist. That movie
I'm
does
sorry,
not
y'all.
exist,
I'm up, man. That shit.
and it sucks because
Why did
I
y'all
used
even come back?
I used to stream with this guy
Money.
LBB, and he was all into the Matrix, and he had all these things that he thought this movie was going to be, and this movie was nothing. Like it,
It was
no,
like leave Keanu Reeves alone. Let that
yeah,
nigga stay in John Wick.
yeah,
We
they
no,
shouldn't
leave him alone.
yeah, they shouldn't have made that movie. They shouldn't have
Stop,
made it.
Tony. We ain't doing that, man. Stop. We're not gonna be doing sisters like that, man. Y'all consider her sisters, right? She's still a part of it. Or we doing the black delegation like on Jay Chappelle and we trade. But we shout out to Jackson Law. I gotta catch up on all these shows, man. It's a lot of stuff coming
But
out. Then
I feel
we
like
got
we'll be alright though. You know, he'll get away from the shit. He just gotta learn to just, separate himself from Jada. Maybe his whole entire
that's
family
it.
just goes on shit.
What
He
this
just wanna
dude needs
talk.
to do, no, what this dude needs to do, he needs to fire up a YouTube page and just trash
He
Jada.
already got one.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said he needs to fire it up. Like,
Drop a
turn
diss
on
track.
that stream and just trash Jada. Just trash her. Like, trash her.
He need to get
He
on some
won't do it.
Illuminati
Alopecia.
shit.
Call it alopecia.
Yeah, for real. He won't do it, but he should. But again, then you'll have people saying, "Oh, look at Will Smith. He's going after Jada, going after female, and blah blah blah."